it's Miss Little Chef 1011 here. Today I have a video request from liamandaustinvlogs. I think their name is going to be right here. And it's going to be in the bottom bar below, so go check them out. They requested for me to do a mac and cheese video without processed cheese. Or like that little packet of cheese that you get when you get some Kraft mac and cheese. So I'm my version of mac and cheese. Let's begin. First, I have my noodles boiling away over here, and I'm gonna cook them until they're al dente. These noodles, they're called capelletti, and that's the shape. They're really kind of cool noodles. I love finding new shapes of noodles. I just used half of this bag here. We're gonna let that sit for a few more minutes until it's perfect for our cheese sauce. Come on over here. I have my ingredients set out. This is 2 cups of mozzarella. I mixed 2 kinds. I have a regular mozzarella and then this here, which is a garlic and herb flavored mozzarella block. It was a big block. I actually got it from Costco. They had like a crew come in and show us how to use it, and they had tons of flavors, and I picked up the herb and garlic, or garlic and herb. I don't know if you could still get this, but this is delicious. So I just grated a cup of that and then a cup of mozzarella, actually also from Costco. Can you tell there's a theme going on? And then I have about a tablespoon or 2 of grated onion. I had the grater out, so I said, you might as well. So I grated my little onion. I'm gonna use some flour later on. Whole milk. I'm gonna use about half a stick of butter, a little bit of nutmeg, and a little bit of pepper. Those are kind of my 2 secret weapons, so let's begin. Our saucepan. Okay. Get that on a medium-high heat. I'm going to grab my butter and I'm going to cut about a little bit less than half. So maybe like 1/3 of the stick. Okay. And I'm just going to throw that into the pan. Let that melt away. Okay. Come back over here. I'm going to grab, I put this on a baggie so it's easy. I have my grated onion, and it has a little juice because I grated it. It's about 2 tablespoons. You know what? Yeah, it's 2 tablespoons of onion, grated. And I'm just gonna throw that in. You don't really have to wait till it's hot. It will heat up by itself, don't worry. So just get that oniony goodness in there. And I know kids are gonna say, I don't like onion though, but trust me, they will never know what's in here, and it just enhances the flavor ever so gently. Okay. Okay, so now we're stirring our butter and our onion, and the reason why we used so much butter is because we're going to be making a roux with all this butter, and a roux is a thickening agent used for soups and mac and cheese. Many things to just thicken it, you know. It's really butter and flour, or fat and flour, so in this case, butter. So you're going to melt the butter, and then add your flour. So I'm gonna start with 3 tablespoons, and then I'm gonna move on from there. So I'll show you what consistency you're looking for. Let's go with the first tablespoon. You're just gonna sprinkle it in, or just plop it in like I did. 1, 2, 3. And with the roux, you're not really cooking it, you're just cooking off the flour flavor. You wanna get a little nutty and toasty pasty flour flavor, because you can for sure easily get that flavor. It's just hard to avoid it. So that's perfect. 3 tablespoons worked. This is the consistency we're looking for. A thick, kind of goopy mess. But trust me, once you add that milk in there, it's real good. So now we're just gonna cook that for about a minute. Let that roux really cook off the flour flavor. As you can see, it's looking doughy right now. We've cooked it for a minute or so. So now I'm adding the milk. Okay, just gonna get that off the spoon there. Milk time. Grab your 2 cups of whole milk and just pour it in. Okay. Plus, I kind of cheated on the whole milk. I added a smidge of heavy cream to make it even a little whole milkier. It's gonna be richer that way and thicker and just yummier. So now I'm gonna transfer from a spoon to a whisk. Now I'm gonna sprinkle a bit of salt, a good spoon and a half, and whisk it till all the lumps are gone. The lumps will easily just kind of slowly but surely get out of the sauce. You're gonna be left with a thick, velvety sauce. Now we're gonna check our noodles for the last time because I think that they are done. Yes, they are. Okay. So now, 5 minutes, just to be safe. So I'm just bringing my pot over to my colander and pouring the water out. So, just do this carefully. So I'm just gonna shake off the excess water. Okay. And I'm gonna pull it over. Just have it rest over my pot real fast. Okay, now, let's continue with the sauce. Okay, I love cheese. Cheese is one of my favorite things. How many? 2 cups of cheese. Okay, I'm gonna add that in. You might need more. You might need less. It's getting nice and cheesy. Okay, yum, yum, yum. I know what it needs. A few of my secret ingredients. So now we're gonna season up our sauce. First, we're gonna add nutmeg. Nutmeg is a really yummy spice. It's really warm and cozy. So let's see if I can find my little nutmeg grater in here. I have this really, really fine grater, and I actually only use it for nutmeg really, but nutmeg is just like a clove. The smell of it is to die for. It's a brown clove, it's hard. It reminds me of cinnamon. It goes with cinnamon, but in this case, it goes alone. It's a solo nutmeg, and you just need a little. You don't want to use the whole thing. 1/8 of a teaspoon. Just a sprinkle. Okay, that's 1/8 of a teaspoon. Black pepper. So, just put as much as you'd like. So, I'm gonna turn the sauce off and pour in noodles. So here's where it really becomes mac and cheese. And it just gets better from here. Mix the sauce in with the noodles. We're gonna put some mac and cheese in here. Okay. Just gonna fill this up with mac and cheese and the sauce. Put a lot of sauce because the sauce, it's gonna thicken when I put it in the oven. Okay, so I filled my ramekin. Now we're gonna do some special. Let's begin the fun stuff. Panko breadcrumbs. These are amazing. They're Japanese breadcrumbs, and my brand's Kikkoman. I always find them in Kikkoman brand. I'm turning my oven on to 375. Breadcrumbs. What you want to do, sprinkle the breadcrumbs. You don't need much. You just need about half, or two to 3 teaspoons. And then grab my extra cheese that I kind of left over, and grab my grater and grate a little bit of that cheese, just a bit, not much. We don't want to overdo it. A little tiny bit, and what that's going to do is allow the breadcrumbs to create a crust, and it's going to be a cheesy crust, and it's going to be so good. You're going to want to eat the crust alone. Grab a little bit of olive oil, just a bit, and give it a drizzle. Oven for about 10 minutes until the breadcrumbs are nice and crispy brown. So now that my delicious little mac and cheeses are out of the oven, they're ready to be sampled, and as you could probably tell, I couldn't resist, have to sample one a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you what they taste like. Okay guys, this is like heaven. So again, I put the little breadcrumbs with the extra cheese and the oil, and oh, I just have to take a bite. Hot. Oh my god. It's so good. It seriously is really good. Like, it's the best mac and cheese ever. It's really gourmet tasting. Like, it has the really good mozzarella with the garlic and herb that I got from Costco. The top, super crunchy, if you can hear that. It's gooey, ooey, and crunchy, and I'm taking this for lunch tomorrow, so great lunch. I have 3 favorite words before I go. They are comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye.